I'm fully prepared. I'm like, yeah, I remember all my lines. And the first word I have fumbled. It's, what do you do? It's Shah Rukh Khan, right? It's not at all similar to Nagin, and this was very, very understated. So I had to unlearn a lot. Seeing yourself on the big screen is a different kind of high. But TV is like, television is temple for me, it's home.
Hi Moni, welcome to The Quint.
Thank you so much for having me here today. It's a pleasure.
Firstly, big congratulations. Brahmastra is creating magic at the box office. You are receiving so much love and adulation for Junoon. So when you set out to play Junoon, did you think this is the kind of love you were going to receive?
Not at all. Honestly, I had gone to meet Ayan for a special appearance. I still remember that I was in London shooting for Gold, and I received a call from Mukesh. He asked me, if I was willing to do a special appearance in a big movie. I said, of course. And then I got to know it had Ranbir Alia and Bachchan sir and Nagarjuna sir and then Shah Rukh sir. So I was over the moon. But as luck would have it, or Ayan also probably felt the need to kind of substantiate Junoon's part more in the film. And I ended up shooting from day one to the last schedule of the film.
Moni, I'm going to take you a little back. You started about 16 years ago. You've played some really strong characters even on television when you were doing. While I was watching this film, I kept thinking, I can't think of anyone else who can play Junoon. One was also because I kept associating with you having played Nagin in the past. Okay, so was it somewhere easy for you to essay this role? I know they're very different, but somewhere, the characteristics, something.
No. I really had to go we've had workshops and there have been, we've sat on the script, me, Ayan and Hussain, and, I cannot take all the credit because it's the team who has worked on it. Right from the direction team to the costuming was so important for, if you don't look the part, then I don't know how well you can play the part. To answer your question, it's not at all similar to Nagin, and this was very, very understated. So I had to unlearn a lot. Also, I mean, it had a lot to do with Ayan, he would always kind of remind me of I always associated with my connection with Shivji or my connection with Krishna, and that was the power that I was drawing from.
You have created such a fanfare from television that it's also translating onto the big screen with so much love, even in the past, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I've always said I'm a very proud TV actor. So it has given me everything, and all my fan base is from television, undoubtedly. Of course, now I'm doing films, and as an actor, you want to grow and you want to see yourself playing different parts, different roles, different characters, and seeing yourself on the big screen is a different kind of high. But TV is television is temple for me, it's home.
While prepping for Junoon, was there anything different that you did in comparison to the other roles that you've played in the past?
So, I have a very simple answer for this actually. I am a very director's actor. I always go, and the first thing that I do is I tell my director, sir, I am your actor. I surrender to you completely. Whatever you would have me do, however you want me to play the character. Because I truly believe they're the captain of the ship. Even for Junoon, it was all Ayan and his vision. Something very beautiful he told me was that, this film is very Indian at heart. People will compare, because it's the Astraverse, so people will compare it to Hollywood films and stuff. But we are very Indian at heart. So your character, I'm imagining Kali from. So
that's really very strong a character.
Yeah. So that was his inspiration. So I kind of tried to sink it all in.
What were the sets like, working with Ranbir and Alia?
The sets were green to begin with. They were just green. Everything was just big studios of, green screen. Ranbir, Alia, my God. They are fire. It's so cool to work with the two of them, They are, I think, one of the biggest stars in our country. Always have been, because I feel like both of them are such great actors. And off screen, they are really humble and they are so dedicated. I have never seen them anywhere else but on set. So they would just be parked there.
Do you have a fun anecdote that you can share with us from the sets, a memory that kind of stayed with you?
Can I tell you something? I was only falling and breaking my toe and hurting myself and I don't know, stumbling on my own 2 feet, falling off stairs. That's what I remember.
One of the most important scenes that people are talking about is the scene between you and Shah Rukh Khan. What was it like the first day when you stood in front of him to do that shot?
A lot of people came in and said, it's with Shah Rukh sir and please memorize your lines properly and all of that and go and So I'm like, yeah, and we come from television. We used to like memorizing pages after pages after pages. And I have done all of that and I'm fully prepared. I'm like, yeah, I remember all my lines. And the first word I have fumbled. It's, what do you do? It's Shah Rukh Khan, right? Like, he's standing there and I was like, iske had se to, I'm like, what am I? And Ayan is just like staring at me saying, because this we were shooting much later. We had already finished shooting the climax and everything. This was like 2 years or 2.5 years into the film. And he's staring at my face looking like, so I said, wait, I'm having like out of body experience right now. So, and he came to me and he said, calm down, don't be intimidated. Just like, take your own time and stuff like that. So it was great. But we shot for about 6 to 7 days. Nights, they were all night shoots. Oh my God, what a pleasure working with. He is the most intelligent, eloquent, he's brilliance personified, like, and so witty. Yes. I had, I think, thousands of questions. I used to go every single night. I don't know where it all came from. I just wanted to know so much. And he answered. He was patient and so nice and kind and answered every single one of them.
But apart from him, of course, there's scenes with Amitabh Bachchan, Nagarjuna sir.
Yeah, I had only one scene with him. So I wish I had like more. There, I was like a puppy. So I have gone and recited him like a poem from Madhushala that's written by Harivansh Rai Bachchan sir, Ji. I was just having all these out-of-body experience. And Nagarjuna sir, my God. So brilliant, so brilliant. For him, I think all the women on set, no matter which department they were from, direction, costume, from every department, they were all saying, "Piche tu mile, dil khile" gana baj raha hai. Like literally, he was the charmer. What a brilliant actor! Like, oof. I have had the time of my life.
In general, are you a superhero or a fantasy film fan?
Yeah, of course, Marvel, DC fan.
Yeah.
Like,
who's your favorite character?
There are quite a few. I love Doctor Strange because he's also one of my most favorite actors.
Yeah.
Thor, very clearly because of how good looking the man is. Yeah. Oh my God. And who else? Black Widow. Of course, it's been played to perfection.
People are calling you that as well after this one.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Like, why would you? It's a great comparison.
Yeah. Have you heard about all the conspiracy theories that are going on about Part 2 in Brahmastra?
I've heard a few.
Yeah.
I've heard a few. I don't think any of them is true though.
Which is your favorite one? Just like that. If I haven't.
I just don't know. I have only read the part about them casting certain actors and stuff, right? Yeah. So what are the other conspiracy theories?
I mean, it's great that it sparked such a conversation. Will Junoon come back or not? I don't think she's dead. Is she dead?
I also don't know. Nobody knows the answer to all these questions.
Okay, so I guess we just keep guessing till the second part comes. Because there were like mixed reviews. There were some things people didn't like, and I think that's a part of every film, and you have to.
But that's okay, that's absolutely okay. If you ask me, I have zero perspective. I love the film.
My last question to you. When people say anything on social media, it's kind of taken into, it's misconstrued, or someone will get upset and then they'll say something. Do you refrain from saying things on social media, even if you want to, about certain things because of the current climate that we live in?
I genuinely don't feel like saying anything. And I'm this person who believes if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. I'd rather refrain, because it just serves nobody. I feel like that.
Yeah, because a lot of actors you'll see, they try to talk or support a cause or talk about something, and the next thing we're not supporting this actor. This film will not be watched. It's such a negative climate.
But can I tell you something though? Those are phantom people who are hiding behind their screens and their computers and phones. And I genuinely feel bad for them that they have so much time in hand to actually be sitting there and spreading negativity instead of doing something worthwhile with their time. So you should just let it go, I feel.
Thank you so much for talking to me. Congratulations again for Brahmastra.
Thank you so much.
And I really hope we see you in the next one.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much. Hey, did you know that as a Q Insider, you can get early access to all our exclusive interviews, and you can also get a sneak peek into whom I'm interviewing next. And that's not all. You can also send your questions for your favorite celebrities. All you need to do is click on the link in the description below and join a fabulous community of members.